Oh, excuse me, guys. I was reading on online that the Nickelodeon decided to shut down. Will be shutting down one of these the servers for one of my all-time favorite games. App games, at least. By that I mean, SpongeBob Moves In on Memorial Day, which is the day I'm uploading this. So I thought it'd be a good idea for me to go in and check it out one more time and give final bids to this game. And I never really talked about it on the channel, so I decided to make a video about it. But there's my world. If you guys can see it with my shitty camera, no, you can't. It's got to focus. There we go. See? There's my world. Basically, again, SpongeBob Moves In is a game about building your own SpongeBob world and all the buildings and all the characters and all the foods and all the lands and everything were there. And now it's gone. I mean, take a look at this. I mean, I built my own like little amusement parks, like different. I mean, you got Goo Lagoon, Jellyfish Fields, and you got all these different things. And I've always been really fascinated with the idea of playing a game where you build stuff and you build stuff and you build your own town or you build your own world to do these sort of things. And this was one of the first. This game's pretty old, about 6 years old, I think, and so it sucks it's going, but that's a good long life for an app game, especially one that hasn't been extremely popular. I think the only reason why I even knew about it in the first place because it had the SpongeBob name to it, but having the SpongeBob name to it just made it that much greater, and it sucks that this game is gonna leave. But so I'm just taking a look around. I mean, I got all these, look at these Christmas items. It's gonna take a while to focus, but look at all these Christmas. If my stupid camera would load, whatever, you can kind of see it. And then I got my own little Goo Lagoon there. Pretty beautiful. You can see my hand too. There we go. They had different seasonal events, like Halloween was a big one, Christmas was a big one, Valentine's Day was a big one because of the Valentine's Day episode, and all these, and then all the characters, and everybody comes through, and you feed the characters. That's the huge thing. Other than building it, you get money by feeding them food that they want, and so that's pretty cool. And you get to meet all these sorts of characters, and all the characters do missions and grinding the game. And there's like police officers, the chum bucket, and everything. I'm gonna miss this game so much. I have to delete it today, but now this game wasn't perfect by any means, especially in its earlier days when it was more popular. It was definitely one of the hardest app games that I think I've ever played to grind through in its current form. Like getting to Jellyfish Fields, that was nearly impossible unless you somehow bought jelly to buy coins to then get the land to expand. And going and what was another one? And then buying like some of the places, some of the houses, some of the characters. Good riddance to try and finding that, because they were nearly impossible to get. And some of them are still impossible to get, like Squilliam, the gym with Larry, Mermaid Man, the hospital, the Tridome with Sandy. I don't even have those yet. King Neptune, Gary. Oh, I can buy Gary's house. How do I not have Gary's house yet? How did I not have Gary's house yet? No, it's going to take a whole day. Luckily, I'm recording this on Tuesday, and it's got like another 6 days, so. How did I not even know that? Oh my gosh. Well, I am stupid. That was real stupid of me, wasn't it? I think I built some roads, but basically, this game wasn't perfect by any means. It was nearly impossible to grind stuff because the missions that the characters would have you do usually were very, very hard. You had to make a ton of stuff, and then you had to keep it. You didn't get to feed it to people until the end, and then the rewards would be very low. So you would take forever to grind to get this stuff, and it would just be constant annoyance. and you couldn't buy anything, and it was really annoying. And then they finally said, you know what, hey, we're being a little harsh here, and a bunch of stuff came up. So like, I get Patrick's house, and I can get Gary. Gary, I didn't even know Gary was in the game until right now, but then a few other things came along as well, and other characters. The Chum Bucket was a big one. I remember that update. That was a great update. And you got to build, and they patch you the pirate, and you could see that, and you could collect rewards, and it was all great. And this game was, again, I said, it was not perfect. I mean, there was a lot of different things that went wrong. The server connection was very horrible. If you tried to log out and then automatically try and log back in, it would take forever to load, and sometimes it would never load, and that was really annoying. When I was trying to play the game, especially if it was in a little bit of a bad internet connection, it just wouldn't load. Even the slightest internet drop, it wouldn't load, and it sucked. And sometimes there would be very stagnant periods of no updates or anything, especially since the game has started to die out recently, and now it's done. It's done for good. There's not going to be any more updates, and it sucks. There's so many. I could expand more, but there's no. They could get more expansion plots, but there's none. And they could add more to the game. Like, there could be different lands. I mean, I got Mrs. Puff, but I mean, there's like, there's nothing here. There's not a lot here. I feel like they can incorporate more into the game from different episodes, especially like the newer ones, and they didn't. That sucks. That really sucks, because this game was a piece of magic in its heyday, a piece of magic. And I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it a lot, because this was a childhood game of mine. This and Jurassic World the game, those were my two big app games back in my early pioneer days of gaming, back when I had this very thing playing on. And it sucks. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it a lot, because I have a lot of great memories playing this game back in middle school and getting into junior high, and even now. I mean, I hop back onto this game every now and then. I knew it was gonna go eventually, because it's not. There's nothing new, no new updates. It's a pretty small map you have to build with, so even if you do get everything, it's kind of crowded. So they're not introducing anything, new expansions or anything. The missions are all repetitive, and they're just there to be there. They haven't introduced any new food items, no new recipes, no new challenges to the game, no new storylines, no new updates, nothing. For a long time now, and I knew that it was going to end, but I did a lot, and this game was fun while it lasted. And I just wanted to inform you guys on the game. This will go up the day that the servers do go down, so you won't get to see it, but you won't get to play the game. But if you've played the game before, if you heard of it, it's just I'm gonna miss it so much. I'm just getting my last things in. I was gonna delete it after I was done, and I think I'm gonna still do that, even though I'm gonna speed this up, and I'm just gonna take a look at Gary real quick, because why not? I am getting rid of the game. Oh, Gary. Gary's floating. Gary, come on. Don't make me delete this game. Gary. Why did a bounce house, though? I feel like you should have came with SpongeBob. You grew your own food, you fed Krabby Patties, and so many different things. The spatula, and... man. Let's get one last good look around. They have more plots that they hinted that they may expand to, and it would have been nice, but it's not necessary, because you're not going to introduce, not going to make sure you can. I just want to make sure I bought everything that I can buy beforehand. Blow all my money now. I'm rich as hell. Like, I never got the jelly spotters. That was gonna be a fun one. Or Bob's house. I never unlocked him, so I didn't even reach max level because I never did play this game enough to do that. Like some costumes I never got, some extra houses that I never bought. That just were filler. Um, I did have the perfume shop at one point. I did delete this game and then reinstall it. Um, so that's some of these things I had, but I don't have anymore because they updated it and where you can get them as a higher level. Flower shop, perfume shop, but I got all the trees and different grindings there, except for the peach tree. I never did get that. Just realized they did a whole thing for the exercising, like the day of getting outside, and they got stuff from that. And little high school, them boats, street lamps. There's definitely a lot of creativity availability here, but nope, not anymore. Not anymore. There's so many cool things I could have bought, and some of them I did, but not everything. Yeah, I think I've pretty much done everything that I wanted to. I would turn on the sound and let you guys hear it, um, but that would probably get me copyright struck, and I can't afford that. So, yep, I think that's pretty much it. I'll terminate this game for good. Oh no, wait, I did have the flower shop. It's right there, even though I haven't unlocked it yet. That's funny. I forgot. I glitched that. There's a glitch in that. That was pretty funny. When that did happen. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna try and do it on camera. There's my wallpaper and some games that I never play, and Storyfire, and Google. 2 different Google applications. Try and do this. Oh crap! I should probably go on the other side. I'll hold the app. Delete. No. I can click it. No, it's gone. Man. I'm gonna miss that game. I really am. You know. But, all good things must come to an end, I guess. I just hope Jurassic World never dies out. I know it will, but it's still getting constant updates. But unlike SpongeBob Moves In, this one became play to win, so. Oh boy.